What in the world is happening with King County real estate? Well, let's look. All right. This is the Nothing Special report. This is more of the same. This is just as I predicted. This is, did I stutter? That's right. All right. So what you're looking at is the supply and demand in King County over the last 2 years. Green is supply, new listings, blue is demand, homes under contract. All right. Good times. What stands out? Well, what stands out to me is buying demand is steady over the last 2 years. In fact, if I went back another year, I'm not going to, but if I did, you'd see the same. Buying demand hasn't changed since the beginning of 2023, beginning of 2022. It's just been pretty steady. Okay. Supply has increased massively. Okay. This is July of this year, 2,700, 2,300 in July of 24, and even less than that, 2,000 in July of 2023. So we've seen a steady increase in supply month over month, year over year. Okay, year over year, month over month, it's declined. So this is May, June, July. Very predictable. This is a standard seasonality kind of event. Okay, decreasing month to month, but it's the year over year number that I'm interested in. Because this indicates this is a glut of available housing. There's a steady amount of buyers and more inventory. That's any way you look at it, supply and demand. It's not just a good idea. It's the law, people. This is the beginning of a very stable market. If this keeps going, this will be a balanced market, not a buyer's market, not a seller's market. Of course, given we live in Seattle and we are used to, or recency bias would have us think we were used to put a box on the side of the street and sell it for multiple offers. This is going to look like a buyer's market. It's going to feel like a buyer's market. When they talk about wind chill factor, it feels like it's different. The humidity makes it feel like it's different. But the truth is, this is a pretty balanced market. So, you're looking at a month to sell your house now, something like that. That will be predictable going forward, something like that, not 2 minutes to sell a house, just because buying demand isn't there. And it's not likely to get there. You're not looking at any time in the next few months where buying demand is going to go up. What you're going to see is buying demand stay relatively steady, which it does stay relatively steady. I mean, it goes down a little bit towards the end of the year. But the selling will drop off, meaning the available inventory will get used up. So if you are going to list, you got to be really strategic with your price. You are not going to overprice your home and get it sold. There's no one to buy it. And if you're buying, you should have plenty to choose from, right? Depending on exactly where and exactly what you're looking for, you should be able to find someone to negotiate with fairly easily. So this is a balanced market. That's what that looks like. All right. Every use case is distinct, though. Every house is different. Every neighborhood's different. Every buyer is different. Y'all snowflakes, y'all unique grains of sand in the sea. So give me a call. Let me know how I can help. Love to talk to you about your situation. Aaron Henda with Christine & Company over at eXp Realty. Party on, Wayne.